Great. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Ex-
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Alyssa. Thank you for joining me.
Absolutely. Of course. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Well, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the viewers?
My name is Alissa Kacar, and I currently live in San Diego. And I am originally from New Jersey, grew up playing soccer, so former college athlete, and now I work in golf media.
Awesome. And you are the host for Golf Life.
Yes, so I host the monthly TV show on Fox Sports all across the country called Golf Life. And then I host the PGA Tour event, the Farmers Insurance Open, that's the end of every January.
Awesome. And I've watched a lot of videos of you, Alyssa. And so I kind of have a background, some information on your background. How did you transition from soccer to golf?
So it wasn't really like an immediate transition. So I grew up playing soccer my whole life, played in college. I was a high school teacher in New Jersey before I moved to San Diego and coached soccer. And then just kind of took a little break. I moved to San Diego and didn't really know what I was going to do next. And then my boyfriend loves to play golf. So when I moved here, he lives here. When I moved here, I wanted to be able to learn, to be able to play with him. And that's just kind of everything just sort of stemmed from there.
Was it a hard sport to learn for you?
Yeah, golf is tough. The one thing I did have going for me was I understood, just playing soccer my whole life. I did have an idea of what it sort of takes as far as time to practice and really put the effort in. But it's like a completely different game. And golf is really challenging and very mental. Not that soccer wasn't, but yeah, it's been totally different, but really a really fun journey. But it's a difficult sport for sure.
How long did it take for you to get accustomed to it? Do you feel?
Oh, oh, I'm still getting accustomed to it. Golf is a funny sport that way. Like with soccer, I once I got to a certain level, and especially to compete at the collegiate level, I was able to perform whether it was practice or a game, very consistently at that higher level. With golf, it's not really like that. I'll give you a perfect example. The other day, went out and had a really rough day on the course, and I think I shot like a 99. And then the next day, I went out and I shot an 85, which is like a drastic difference. It was like night and day. And that's just kind of the way golf is. Like you never really you never really figure it out. You can definitely improve and get to certain levels, but you can really have a bad day on the course any day and you can really have a great day on the course any day. So it's just like the ebbs and flows of the journey of golf.
I've seen you say your three wood is your favorite, one of your favorites.
Yeah, it
Why,
really is. What'd you say?
why so?
So it's a pretty tough club to hit off the deck, meaning just like off the grass. But when you catch it clean, it's like such a good feeling. You just like hit it so pure. It goes so far and so straight, and it just is like a beautiful looking shot. So luckily, I tend to do that more than, miss it. But it's just such a good feeling when you hit that club pure.
Yes, yes, yes. I personally think it's a little easier than the driver for me.
Yeah, I would agree. Like if I'm ever having a bad day on the course and I'm having trouble getting off the tee with my driver, I'll just go to three wood.
Yes, yes, yes. And how did you get into hosting?
So really through starting my Instagram, I've gotten the two opportunities that you mentioned really through people finding me on Instagram. I feel like these days it's sort of like a virtual resume, and I was very lucky to have somebody DM me from the Century Club. The Century Club of San Diego is the nonprofit organization that runs the Farmers Insurance Open. So the guy who was the president, the chair for 2020, found my Instagram, and we had a lunch meeting. He wanted to learn more about me and what I was doing with golf. And then that role just sort of snowballed from there. So it was really just from Instagram. And then same thing with Golf Life. The producers at Golf Life found my Instagram. They had me do a segment with them when they were out in California one summer. We had a great time. And then they had reached out again to do some more work. And then they had the idea of having me join them as a co-host. So really both opportunities stemmed from Instagram.
Did you create any personal goals when you started hosting by chance?
Um, so when I initially started my Instagram account, I didn't necessarily have any expectations or what it could be or where it could go, but knew that I was genuinely interested and on the journey to learn how to golf. As my career has sort of taken off, or it started to get some momentum, and I've been getting more opportunities, which are amazing. I'm so grateful. I like pinch myself every day that I can't believe I'm getting to do the things that I'm doing. And now I've started to have some goals now that I'm starting to do some things in the golf media space and starting to get some really great opportunities. I have some goals for myself, especially this year with the US Open being at Torrey Pines right in my backyard. So ideally, one of my goals is I'd love to be a part of that event.
Do you have a favorite golfer?
Oh,
Oh,
and
go
also,
ahead.
and I've had the experience now doing the PGA Tour events at Torrey Pines, so I'd also love to get into the LPGA events as well. There's a few local ones, but regardless of where they are. So I'd love to work with the US Open this year at Torrey Pines, and I would love to do some event work and social media hosting with the LPGA events as well. And now, favorite golfer, is that what you're going to ask?
Yes. Yeah.
So I've had the opportunity to interact with a handful of them, especially this year at the Farmers Open. And everybody I've had the opportunity to meet has been really nice. So this year I got to interact with Gary Woodland. He was so nice. Roy McIlroy, Ricky Fowler, um, Adam Scott. I mean, they're all just like, really nice. They're willing to like give their time, chat with you for a few minutes. Oh, Charlie Hoffman, he's a local guy here in San Diego. He's awesome. So I've had all good experiences. They're all really nice and just like regular guys.
Growing up, who was your favorite soccer player?
So I was a goalkeeper. So I had two. So I loved Tim Howard. I thought he was awesome. And he was also a Jersey guy. And then for some reason, I really don't know where this came from, but, and he's a bit older now, but I loved Brian McBride. He was like a forward on Columbus Crew. And then he was on the national team too. And I don't know where that stemmed from, but I just remember always really liking him too.
Do you have any influences? Anyone who influenced you as a child and even today?
Um, Gosh. Yeah, I mean, I'm very lucky to have a lot of strong influences in my life. A very good support system. My parents have always been very supportive of me. My dad, still to this day, is like my number one fan. He loves following everything that I do, and he never missed a soccer game ever growing up. He was always there and always the first one in the stand. So looking back, at the time, I don't think I appreciated it as much as I should have. But towards the end of my collegiate career, and then now as an adult, looking back, it was just like amazing that he was always there. It never mattered. He basically planned his retirement around when I was going to be like in high school and college, so that he could be at everything, which is just amazing. And then my mom too, she's always very supportive. And then I've had really great coaches in college and even in my early golf journey, people who are like always believing in me and encouraging me. And my boyfriend, again, the main reason I even got into this golf space, and he's such a strong support system for me and helps me navigate like the business side of what I'm doing now. And then, helps me with my social media strategy too. So I'm very lucky to have very strong support system all around me these days.
Health and nutrition, Alissa. How do you start your mornings off with health and
Oh,
nutrition?
okay. So in the mornings, I like to get some water right away. Like I like to at least have a bottle of water. So get that in me. I like to work out first thing in the morning, whether it's like cardio, just to do something, get my body moving. So I might take a little pre-workout or like an organic energy shot just to get my energy going, and then I'll hop on the treadmill or go to the gym and get my workout. I like to do fasted cardio first thing in the morning. And that's kind of how I start my day. I get get some water, get some pre-workout or my energy shots in, and then right to the gym.
I'm sure it hasn't changed so much since soccer days.
Yeah, it's kind of just been instilled in me at a very young age, the whole workout thing. So it's really been a passion, the health and fitness and nutrition. I think her health is our greatest asset. Without that, we can't really do anything. Like if I'm not healthy, I can't play golf. I can't do the things that I love to do. So I always make that a priority.
Do you still reach out to the kids that you coached?
Yeah, so I had a great teaching experience. I loved the school I worked at. It was an all boys Catholic high school in New Jersey named Oratory Prep. And it was seventh grade through 12th grade. And because I taught health and fitness and phys ed and first aid, and I got to have all the grades. So I had seventh graders through 12th graders. And a lot of them follow my golf account and will DM me and reach out to me or like and comment on my posts. And it's nice to see a lot of them like doing really good things. I mean, they were all incredibly smart and so talented. And now I'm like seeing the colleges that they're going to and the jobs that they're getting. And some of them are even getting married and stuff now, having kids. And it's like, it's so crazy to me. I mean, feel like I haven't aged a day yet. Somehow they're now adults.
Do you ever miss it?
You know, I was really happy. I felt good after the 10 years I worked there, leaving that job. I felt like I had a really great experience. I loved what I did. I learned so much about myself and about people in general that I was at a point in my life where I felt that I really was ready for the next chapter, something new. I missed the kids. They were so great. I missed the people that I worked with too. They were really great to be around. I had a great experience. And yeah, the kids were so funny. Every day was different. I had so much fun with them. I loved coaching. I loved coaching them too. We always had such a great time. They always made me laugh. So I miss the kids
The reason
and
why
interacting with them.
the reason why I asked Alissa is because my mother's a teacher and I see the impact she has on the kids. Years later, they come back and they thank her. And I'm sure you inspire many kids from, like you say, from 7 to so on.
Yeah. I hope so. I mean, I felt like I taught subjects that were very relevant to their life, um, between health and fitness and nutrition. And then I also taught two business electives to the sophomores through seniors. So I tried to strongly focus on personal financial management and teach them about like mortgage, like loans and mortgages and balance or like managing their money, investing, retirement accounts, things like that. So even if I always told them, I'm like, even if this isn't so relevant to your life today as a 15-year-old, very soon in the coming years, and when you get your first job, this will all come back to you. This will all make sense. This will all be very relevant, and you will need it. I promise. Just trust me. But even like some of them got really into it at that younger age, where they wanted to like at parent teacher conferences. Some parents would be like, "My kids came home. They want to like invest some money, or like they wanted to take their summer like." The money they made from their summer job and like invested in some stocks, and that was because like they learned that in your class, and thank you so much. So little things like that always, like, even if at the time I didn't feel like it was resonating with them or making sense to them, whenever the parents would say stuff to me like that, or they would thank me for teaching them about these things, that like always made me feel really good.
Yeah. How can the viewers find you on social media, Alissa?
Okay, so I am on Instagram at New Lady Golfer. I am on Facebook at the same thing or under my name, Alissa Kacar. I'm on TikTok at New Lady Golfer, on Clubhouse at New Lady Golfer. So pretty much on all the platforms at New Lady Golfer.
So much. I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I just had a few questions for you.
I
And
love it.
I want to get my audience acquainted to you, and we want to support you and we want to follow you.
I love that. Thank you so much. This was so great. It's been nice to meet you and chat with you, and I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great remainder of your day.
Thank you. You too.
All right, take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye.